In today's video, we're going to talk about how to get trophies faster in Brawl Stars, which is the common objective that every player has in Brawl Stars. So let's get to it. Tip number 1 is your device itself. Make sure that you have a device that is at least 6 GB RAM. 4 GB RAM is the minimum, but to have good performance and actually have smooth gameplay, you need a phone that is at least 6 GB RAM so that doesn't stop you from leveling up, from becoming a better Brawl Stars player. So make sure that you have a good device. Tip number 2 is something that you can't really improve instantly, but it improves over time. Your aim. There are specific ways that you can improve your aim. You should try and monitor the enemy's movements prior to them moving or prior to them trying to dodge. So let's just say a basic tip that I could give you is when a person is going to the left, you should aim slightly in front of them so that you hit them. It's not like COD where you aim and you will hit them automatically. You need to predict where they're going to go. But other than that, this is something that you will improve with time and with a lot of matches. Tip number 3, which is very underrated, is strategy. Your strategy needs to be on point. What do I mean by that? There are 2 different types of strategies that you can work on. One strategy is within the game, so you have your team formation. Maybe you want to pinch a team, you want to sandwich them. That's another strategy. What I'm mainly talking about, so the underrated part, is choosing the brawler. A lot of people choose the wrong brawlers in different maps. If you want to increase your trophies, which is why you probably clicked on this video, you need to choose the right brawlers for the right maps. For example, if you don't know what brawler to use, you can simply go on the Brawl Stats site where they update the maps live. So if a map changes, it will change there as well. They will give you tips and all the brawlers that are good on that map. Other than that, you can kind of tell what map would be used for what type of brawler. So if there's like an open map, you usually want someone that can shoot from long range. Of course, you don't want someone like a ball, but you get the point. Then there's the strategy that you have within the match. This is your mainly for 3v3s. Of course, if you're solo, you could have a strategy, but we're going to focus on 3v3s. You need the right people. You could be as good as you want. If the 2 other players that you're playing with are trash, and let's just say the enemy team is even decent, you're gonna have a hard time. And if you want to get on the higher levels, you will not be enough. You need to have a good team. Create a good formation. Of course, playing with randoms is pretty bad. It is pretty bad. But have friends, make friends that are strong. So whenever, even if you get that rare random that is good, send a friend request to him and play with him. That is one of the only ways that you can get to higher levels. You can't carry yourself to the top, and I can prove this by saying a lot of pros that post videos on YouTube, when they mainly do 3v3s, their team are always good. And no shade, but sometimes these big YouTubers get carried by their other 2 teammates who have a lot of trophies and nobody knows about them, which is kind of crazy. It shows you the importance of a good team. Tip number 4 is kind of indirect, but this will help you get more trophies. You need to manage your gem/coin spending, mainly coin spending. You want to spend coins on upgrading specific brawlers that only you know that you're good at, and this will work for majority of the people. But how I look at it is, I'll spend less coins on a brawler that is broken. Since he's broken, I don't need to max him out to get a lot of trophies with him. One example of this is Kit. When I got Kit to 1000 trophies, he was like level 9. He wasn't even maxed out. I had 1 star power and 1 gadget with him, and I got him to the top. And this was when he got nerfed, by the way, not when he was broken. So yeah, that's how I look at it. But of course, if you don't like that idea, you should still spend your coins wisely and only on brawlers that you know that you're gonna use. There's no point upgrading a brawler, then not using him, and then when you need the coins, you don't have the coins. That is probably the mistake that is the most common in the Brawl Stars community that I think nobody talks about. Tip number 5 is your mentality and the amount of grind that you want to do. Getting to a lot of trophies, if you're a good player at the start, it's amazing, it's easy, it feels fun too. You will have days where you will lose a lot of matches, where your internet connection won't be the best and you'll lag, and spoilers, you will lose the match. So the way you think about the game is very important. Personally, I've won the most amount of matches and streaks when I wasn't even serious. I didn't think of it too much as something like an objective. I just did it, I just played. So remember to enjoy the game, don't get frustrated, do the grind, but if you lose, it's not a big problem. Keep going. If it doesn't improve, take a break as well. You shouldn't just keep going if you know that you're having a bad streak. Just take a break. There's nothing wrong with that. And then quick final tips for beginners that want to get a lot of trophies with Brawl Stars is, first of all, get trophies with brawlers that are broken. To me personally, the 5 brawlers that you can easily get to 1,000 trophies: Edgar, of course, Piper, Hits, Stu, and Brock. A lot of people could debate that maybe Piper or Brock or even Kit are not that broken, but with my personal experience, I think these 3 are one of those brawlers that if you keep playing them, if you play them the most, in a general line, you will get better at the game, if that makes sense, with other brawlers as well. Because these 3, especially BRAWL, they're good brawlers, close range and far range with the use of the gadgets. These 3 brawlers are very balanced. Of course, Edgar is a bit of a cheat code if you know how to use him. And with Stu, I don't even think I need to explain. Just spam your super and get a lot of trophies. Those are my final tips, and thank you for watching. See you.